y'all, welcome to the Crafty Diamond. I am Debbie. Today I am bringing my massive cross stitch conversion project back, and I'm so excited to share it with you. So grab something that you want to work on and let's get started. All right, so first of all, I wanted to introduce myself in case some of you are new. I do have quite a few new subscribers and I do appreciate that, and want to just give you a little rundown about myself and also about what I'm working on. But let me go over this project first. First of all, welcome. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. And today is Saturday if you are watching this when it does come out. Normally, I have been working on my cross stitch conversions on Saturdays with you guys and stopped at the end of November because I was working on my daily December advents and knew I could not do this along with that. It was just too much, had too much going on. So put this on hold and decided to go ahead and work on it just a little bit this week. And whenever I did, I really got back into it and I thought, let's go ahead and get this back on track. And that's what I'm gonna do. So if you're not familiar with what a cross stitch conversion is, it is a cross stitch pattern that I am converting into a diamond painting. So if you can see on here, this is just grids. There's not any symbols or anything, and I am using this, which is called Pattern Keeper. And today I have laid down 401 stitches or 401 drills. I am at 30.93%. So that is 23,324 drills out of 75,400. The kit that I'm working on is called a Stitch in Time, and this is what it looks like. I'm really concerned that it's going to be rather pixelated, but I've gotten this much done. I'm going to keep doing it and just see what happens. And I do have a couple of other cross stitch conversions kits I have purchased from Jaded Gem Shop, and they have not come in yet. So when they come in, I may go ahead and get started on a smaller one. I said I wasn't going to do another one until I finish this one, but I might go ahead and get started on it anyway. We'll just wait and see. It just depends. I would like to get this at least halfway done before I start on another one, because I don't want to start on one and then don't finish this one, because my goal for this year is to finish this cross stitch conversion. I do have to count on this, so if I am silent for a couple of minutes, or maybe shouldn't be longer than that, but I am in the process of counting to make sure that I do not get off on a wrong square, because then it becomes a mess. As I start to lay more drills on here, then I use what I've laid down in order to determine where I am. So I have to make sure that it's right from the very beginning, or it really does get you messed up. These are so much fun. I really do enjoy doing this. This is actually the first one that I've done, so I am learning a lot as I'm going. But it's still a very slow process, and it's one where I have to concentrate more. I wasn't even sure when I first started doing this if I would be able to do it and to also talk, but I've been doing okay with it. It's going to take me a little bit of time to get back on track, to get used to it. But normally what I do is I will go over the comments that were made in a prior whip and chat, and then I will just answer those, respond, expand, so that way I have something to talk about, because I still have my regular whip and chats. So this does not change my whip and chats in any way. I still have those coming out on Tuesdays. there's only so much that I can talk about with my life. So I thought, well, this will be a really good idea just to go over some comments. And so today I thought, instead of going over comments, because again, I need to kind of get myself back in the groove of this, I thought I would just talk about my diamond painting journey, how I started diamond painting, and how I have gotten to the point of where I am now and have a YouTube channel. So I thought that would be kind of fun for you guys. And then I would love to hear about your journey as well, if you want to put that in the comments, or if you want to even put that on the Facebook group, which I have. And my Facebook group is also linked below if you're interested in joining. But first of all, how is everybody doing? I don't want to forget. I don't want to get busy doing this and then at the very end I forget that I haven't even asked how you guys are doing, because I love to hear from you guys. I'm not doing this just to toot my own horn and just, you know, to have something to do. I am doing this because I want to get to know everybody also. I think it's so much fun to do that, and one way to do that is through YouTube videos, and then also I have a membership that you can join, and there's some perks to that. There's 3 different levels on the membership. So if you would like to join, get some behind the scenes information, some details. I'm going to start trying this spring to vlog as I'm going to work, and I'll do that for my membership. And then also there's some other perks. It's a new thing that I've done. I do have 3 members, and I do appreciate them so much for counting on me to do this and trusting that it's going to be good, and it is. It's just a slow process, but I love for you guys to join as well. The more the merrier, and I am going to be doing videos where it's just going to be our own private videos where we can all talk, get to know each other. I'm planning on doing that on Zoom. Let's see. This must be some higher level colors, higher DMC numbers, because so far I'm not getting hardly any. This project is very confetti heavy, which means that there's a lot of colors in a small section. So I am forever having to change out colors. And there's 80, I think it's 89 colors that's in this. So not too many. I eventually want to do a massive color cross stitch that has over 200 colors, but I'm waiting on that one. I'm not quite ready to dive into that yet. I probably should have started out smaller, but I always tend to start out really large, thinking, oh, this isn't going to be that bad, and it takes me eons to complete, which I do that with a lot of my diamond paintings. I think that it's not going to take me as long, and it takes me twice as long as what I thought it was going to, because I do tend to go for the larger diamond paintings, and that's just something that I do. The more color and the larger, the better, although it takes me forever. Let's see, this one's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 3. So 1, 2, 3. I did purchase my supplies from Evermoment. They are an AliExpress company, and they're from China. Did not take me but a couple of weeks to get them in. I do need to purchase some more drills as I'm running short already, and I have a ways to go before I finish this. I do not know when Chinese New Year's is, when it starts. So if anybody knows that, if you could let me know, I would be really grateful, because for the Chinese New Year, they stop everything. There's not any shipping, and it's like weeks. So it's not just like a day, it's weeks, and it takes some time to get back on track. So I need to figure out when the latest time is for me to go ahead and place an order for some more drills. And I do save my drills, but of course, all the drills that I have, they're not any of the ones that I need for this project. Isn't that how it always works? Okay, let's see. And I mentioned I do have several new subscribers. I think they primarily came from my year in review for diamond painting, and I do appreciate that so much. And then also they came from the Paint Gym event that I am going to be doing in February. I have several from there. But I wanted to introduce myself to everybody just in case that you don't know me. Let me get this started first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the 9. Okay, and if you did not know, I live in Georgia, outside of Atlanta, and we are a family of 4. My oldest daughter is 25. Her name is Maddie, and she has moved last year. Well, in 2022, she moved, and she's been in South Dakota now for a year in November. Her and her fiance did come home for Christmas, and they were here for a little over a week, and that was just so nice. I missed her so much. I didn't realize how much that I missed her until she came home. And then it was really sad once again whenever she left, but they told me that they're planning on moving back to Georgia probably in the next couple of years or so. So that is definitely something that we are all looking forward to. And she is going to nursing school right now in South Dakota. She's working in a hospital as a certified nursing assistant, and she did take her certification and she passed it with no problem. And so she is now working at the hospital there as she is going to school, which was really nice because that's what she's been wanting to do for a really long time, was to get started in a hospital. And it was more in radiology than it was in nursing. But when she was offered a certified nursing position there, nursing assistant, then she jumped on it and she said, well, this may not be exactly what I want to do, but it will get my foot in the door. And at least I will know if I like to work in medical. And so now she said, I think I'm just going to stick with nursing. So that's what she is going to school for now. Everything that she did in Georgia has transferred over, so she did not lose anything, which was really important. She wanted to make sure before they decided to move that everything that she had taken was going to transfer. And I'm really glad it did because I'm the one that's paying for her college. So Mom is definitely happy about that. My youngest daughter is 22. Her name is Paige, and she lives with us, my husband and I. And she has gotten a job at a restaurant, and she's really enjoying it. She's doing very well. She is special needs. She just finished a program last year, and we weren't sure, what was going to happen, what we were going to do. I've been trying to get her into this special needs VOTEC for a very long time. It's like we move ahead 2 places and then we move back for whatever reason that they have something else that has to be done, or it's just like a hurry up, get this done for us, talk to this person here, and then just take your time and wait for another 6 months. So we've been doing that for a long time. But she was offered a job at a restaurant through, because of her association with two teachers. One is a coach and the other one was her teacher and mentor when she was going through a transition program at the high school. So she has been working there since November. She works a couple of days a week, so it's not a lot of hours. It's not really grueling on her, but she absolutely loves it. And it gets her out of the house, gets her a little bit of spending money. That's, hers. And when she's not working, she is around the house helping me take care of our animals and helping me just do things around the house. And she's reading and diamond painting and doing some other things. So she's definitely staying busy. And I am a college professor. I think I put that in the wrong spot. I did. I am a college instructor, and I teach accounting, management, and international business. I also work part-time for another school where I help mentor their PhD candidates who are going through the doctorate program, and I help them with their dissertations. And if you hear a dog barking, that is Molly in the background. She is very upset because of our weather. She is one miserable dog. And I feel so bad for her, but there's nothing I can do about it. But she loves being outside, but she does not like this cold weather at all. And she just doesn't understand when she goes outside that it's cold and that Mom can't do anything about it. So she'll go outside and then she'll want to come immediately back in. And of course, there's no birds for her to chase and, to play with, and for squirrels to make noises while they're up in the tree with her, and just different things. And she just loves it outside. She's a border collie. She does not do well being stuck in the house, and it has been just too cold for our dogs to get out. We have another dog who is older, and she's a Shih Tzu. She is perfectly happy to be in the house right under my heater that's in my craft room. She absolutely loves being close to it, so I have to watch her, making sure she doesn't get too close. But kind of got off on a tangent there. But anyway, I do teach online as well as in the classroom, so I get to work from home some. I have to be on campus some. With it being so cold, they just told us that, if your classes are online, or, if you don't have any reason to be on campus, then just work from home for now, because it is, so cold that they would prefer us just to not get on the roads and just to be home. And so that's what I've kind of done all week. I did have to go in twice because I have my classes that I have to go into. And I was actually surprised that the majority of my students showed up on Wednesday and Thursday. I didn't think I would have any students. So I was really surprised when almost all of my class was there. I was glad because we were going over some important information in accounting, and I really was hoping that they wouldn't miss, and they didn't. So I was really excited about that. And my husband and I have been married almost 13 years now. I'm 18. And in my craft room, I am close, I'm in the basement, and I am close to our furnace. So when it comes on, it does have a noise in the background. And I do apologize in advance for that, but there's really not much, unfortunately, that I can do about it. I've tried blocking it out, but it really doesn't help. I've tried to reduce the background noise, and then when I do, it makes my voice sound really squeaky and just really weird. So I've just been leaving it. I've closed the door going out into where the furnace is, And so I'm hoping that that's going to help some, that it won't be as loud. But I'm just apologizing in advance just in case. My favorite hobbies are diamond painting, and I love to make greeting cards. I do that for Cards for Soldiers, also make greeting cards for my church. I like to Bible journal, and I like to do some memory keeping, but my memory keeping has really changed over the past several years, and I haven't done much with it. I've gotten pretty behind on it. I'm going to try to start back this year, but I'm not going to do daily because I don't want to put that much pressure on me. I thought I could do that last year, and I didn't get very far with it. So I'm going to just do some journaling, and if I have like a photo that I took for that day for whatever reason, then I will go ahead and I'll include that. But if I don't have a photo, I'm not going to go and do what I used to do, and that was take pictures of anything and then put something on there about why I took a picture of whatever it was. A lot of times it was our animals, or it was a wall, and I would say something about the wall, and I thought, this is getting to be just silly, and it's getting to be a waste of my time and a waste of me printing out these pictures of just nothing that's going to mean absolutely nothing when we go back and look at it. So definitely that has really changed. Let's see, where am I? I got those two there, and now it's going to be, wow, this has not happened since I have been doing this canvas. There are so many here that I could actually multi-place. Maybe I'm going to start seeing more of that on this canvas. I could only hope. I love color blocking, but this canvas, I would love to have some, I love confetti, what am I saying? But on this canvas, it would be really nice to have some color blocking to add to this. It would be fabulous, because it is a very slow going process, or at least for me. I know there are others that they can just get this done really fast. They can do 600 to 800 drills, no problem. And they can do it in like less than an hour, and it just takes me forever. Or at least I feel like it. And I'm really not in a hurry. It's just, I would like to see some progress. I want to see that this is actually going to turn into something. I can see some pictures of this. I can tell if I'm looking at this, I can see some sections, and that's good. But I'm not really seeing a whole lot. Does that go there? And I always show this at the end of the month when I do my month in review. And I didn't in December, and I didn't have one in November because I was so busy with working on my December. Sorry, I'm counting. Where am I now? I was working on my December daily, and I just didn't do my November month in review. So I did all of the months except for November last year, and I didn't do December, but I did a year in review. I did include underneath my Christmas premiere all of my work in progress, and this was one of them. I have 12 underneath my whips, my work in progress, and that is another goal that I have this year. So you guys need to help me stay accountable for that, for me to get those whips, or the majority of them, out of my stash and done. And that's going to take a lot on my part to even do that. It's not that I don't want to, it's just I see something else, I get another canvas, and it's like, oh, that's pretty. Let's start working on this one. Or I'm going to work on an event. let's go ahead and start working on this. And then I do, and then what happens? I don't go back to whatever I was working on. So I have got to do better than that. I think this is where I am. I hope so. That's it. Let's see. We do have a cat. Sometimes she will come down here and she will decide that she wants to be on top of my painting, that she just absolutely has to be part of it. So you might see her every once in a while. She'll decide that's what she wants to do. Not too often. Her name is Salem, and she is a diva. She keeps, I think, all of us in check. Right, skip one here. It's going to be there. Skip one and do two. 1, 2 here. Okay. I'm kind of all over the place talking because it's kind of hard to think about what I need to say and then also to stay on track with this. Normally on my whip and chats, I am not all over the place, so I hope that this is not a problem for you. I do have a playlist on my cross stitch conversion from the start of it, me purchasing the drills, getting everything ready until now. So I will also include that underneath the description as well as in the top of the eye. So you will be able to take a look at that if you would like to. I am probably similar to a lot of you in that I started diamond painting right during the pandemic. And I didn't even know what in the world diamond painting was until the end of 2020. I had no idea what it was. And I heard some people, or I saw some people on Facebook saying, well, they're going to go and they're going to look at some diamond paintings. They're just going to stay at home and diamond paint. That's that they're tired of doing other crafts and they've gotten themselves caught up in their scrapbooks and different things. And so they were, friends of mine. And so I said, what in the world is this diamond painting that I keep hearing about? And so then they told me and they showed me what it looked like. And I thought, I can do this. This looks like a lot of fun. I used to love to color by number and paint by number. And I thought this would be something that I could sit and watch TV, and I can also be with my family, and I can, diamond paint, and this looks easy enough. I don't have to be creative. I don't have to worry about anything, and when I make my cards, I don't think I'm that creative. I just usually look at a template and do that, or do the same, similar cards every time that I am doing cards. And so I thought, I've never thought that I was very creative, but this is something I might get into. And so that's kind of where it all started. I started out with Amazon and I thought, this is a lot of fun, but I really do not like how these canvases are turning out. I'm spending all this time on them. I'm spending this money, but I don't think they're turning out very pretty. And then all of a sudden, I started seeing ads on Facebook for Diamond Art Club. And I thought, wow, they have something called premium. Let me take a look. And as soon as I did, that's where I went down the old rabbit hole. Yep, I sure did. I went down the rabbit hole and I thought, now I'm going to try. They had at the time free diamond paintings, which it wasn't free because you had to pay for shipping. But you got these diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club and you just had to pay for the shipping. You could try and see if you liked it, and then that way you weren't spending a lot of money. So I thought, okay, this is something that I want to try. And I got the free ones, went ahead and picked up those. And then I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and get a kit. It said it was guaranteed. If you don't like it, you can return it. And I went ahead and bought a canvas from Diamond Art Club. So I got I think it was 3 free ones that I was able to get, pay for shipping. And then I bought a diamond painting. And so I spent enough to where I got the free shipping, which I thought that was really cool. And of course, me being me, I did not get a small diamond painting. Oh no, I did not. I went ahead and I thought, you know what, go big or go home. So I went ahead and I got Elizabeth by Mandy Manzano. I don't remember what the size was at this point, but it was not small. It was a square painting, I believe. Never have done square. Was it square or round? I got it right here. It was actually round, but it's a very good size. Maybe it's square. No, it's round. It's a really nice size. Took me 4 months to finish it, which is really funny because now I can get that same size in less than a month. But, I was completely new. I didn't have any supplies, and everything comes with it. But I used the cheap pens, that comes with the kits. And it was just, at the time, their kits was just your typical toolkit. It wasn't anything nice. It isn't like it is now. And I used that for a short time. And I thought, gosh, I don't know about this. That this pen is really hurting my hand. I don't know if I can do this for very long. And then I went down the old rabbit hole of, oh, they have nicer pens and they're sparkly. So then I got a pen in my next order from Diamond Art Club. I had to purchase me a pen. And then I realized, oh, there are pen turners on where? On Etsy. And also on Facebook. So I found some diamond painting pens. I had to get some of those. And then I realized, oh, you can also purchase nice trays. And so then I purchased a tray and did not like the wax that came with the kit. Used that for a long time until I found out that you can actually use other mediums instead of the actual wax that comes with it. And so I started using glue dots. And the fabulous thing about glue dots is that with the glue dots, I have plenty of glue dots from my scrapbooking days. And I thought, well, what better way to use my glue dots in one of these pens? And then I realized, oh, well, now companies are starting to sell putty. So I started buying putty. So I went very quickly down that rabbit hole, kept buying more diamond paintings, and I still have some that I bought in 2020 that I still have not done, and they're just sitting in my closet. But they'll get done. But during the pandemic, it was like a lot of the companies would kind of scare you and say, well, it can take a very long time for our diamond paintings to get to you, and we only have a limited supply. So I would buy some diamond paintings that I wasn't even sure if I was going to like, but I went ahead and bought them because I was afraid you're not going to have enough diamond paintings and you're going to get to where you're not going to be able to work on anything. So I've started getting an excessive stash, found other companies, and then I decided 2 years ago, I was listening to a diamond painting whip and chat, and I thought, you know what? I can do this. I can do this too. And I never thought about a YouTube channel. I was always an introvert, never thought that I would even dream of a YouTube channel. Like, hell, I have nothing to talk about. Nobody is going to be interested in anything that I do. I am too old for this. And excuse after excuse after excuse, right? And then one day I thought, you know what? It doesn't matter. I may not be in my 30s like I think most of the diamond painter content creators are, but it doesn't matter how old I am. And so I went ahead and started. And the first year, it was a little slow on my channel. I will admit, I got a little discouraged. I thought, I am too old for this. I don't know what I'm doing. And you'll give all the excuses in the world, but I did not quit. I stayed with it, and I absolutely love it. I love you guys. I love being able to talk to you guys, and it has just been the best thing ever for me, for my mental health. I have something to look forward to, and I am not talking to myself, I am talking to you guys. And so when I'm diamond painting and I'm thinking, this is a lot of things that I have to work on, administrative things, or, just to get my drill sorted out and to work on storage and my organizations and different things. And so I will just do a video sometimes, and it's really nice because I feel like I am being kept company while I am diamond painting. So now I can say, I have all the things. My channel will be 2 years old in February, which is really hard to believe that it's been that long. And I now have almost 2,200 subscribers. And that just blows my heart away. Just blows me out of the water that I have that many subscribers. I never thought that I would even get more than 500. And here I am at almost 2,200. This will be the third event that I've taken part in. Normally I have a co-host or more than one. And this time on my event in February, it is just going to be me. So a little nervous about that, but I'm excited too. But I am just over the moon happy with my channel, how things are going, my content, and it's all because of you guys. My Facebook group is also growing. I didn't have very many in my Facebook group for a while, and it's growing, and it is quite a bit due to the Paint Gym event, and that is fine by me as well. I will say that I am not the best at posting on my Facebook, and I am trying to change that. I really am. I just never really was into social media that much, and so I'm really working hard trying to do that. So that is a goal of mine. So if you don't see that I posted very long, nudge me and say, you're going to post something? Or you can post if you want and just ask a question and then get everybody started and excited. I am all for that too. I don't have any moderators. It is just me. And I could ask, and I'm sure that Angie or Kim would definitely help me if I need to. But right now I am small. I don't need that to have that. But if you guys would like to also assist in that, to add something, if you would like to see how many of you have purchased something this week, or what did you purchase, or this is what I bought this week, or this is what I just completed. Show us your finishes and show us your whips. They do not have to be licensed. I don't require that. I know that some content creators will only allow licensed paintings on their channel, and I totally get that. I do work primarily on licensed work, but I don't require that. I know that not everybody can do that, or they don't want to do it. Totally get it. So I do not restrict on what you post. I did have someone that posted, when I posted on Wednesday, that, you know, show me your whips. And I had someone that posted before, you know, I post anything, I want to make sure it's okay. Does it have to be licensed? And I'm like, oh goodness, I'm so sorry. I forgot to even bring that up. So see, it's all you have to do is just, you know, ask, and now everybody knows. So I was real happy that somebody did ask. Maybe that there hasn't been that many that's wanted to post anything because they didn't know what was acceptable. And I'm still learning, so, you know, ask me anything. I'm definitely learning about all of this YouTube stuff. It's a lot to learn. Even after as much as I've done a lot of videos, I am still learning. So, you know, ask away, or let me know some things that I might need to do on Facebook. I am also co-hosting again this year Josephine Wall event. So if you have a Josephine Wall canvas that you'd like to work on, it is going to be super chill this year. We learned a lot last year from doing the event, and there's a lot of things we're not going to require that we did last year. We're working on getting some sponsors for that event as well. And I should say we, that is Angie and myself. I'll also put Angie's information underneath the description. She now has a brand new Etsy shop where she's making gorgeous trays, the trinket trays. So I'll put her information below. Wow, this is gone rather fast. It's very unusual. Let's see, I missed 3862. How missed that one? I did. I am really running low on some of these, and I don't know if I have something that I can use in place of what I'm missing. I'm just not sure. I may need to order someplace that's faster than Evermoment, but these drills, the ones I'm using now, came from Evermoment, so I kind of hate not to use, I hate to kind of mix it at this point. But I may not have a choice. How did I miss that one? What is that? I could not do this type of conversion without Pattern Keeper, because I am working on, or I just finished actually, one that was a mystery for Christmas, and it was an Advent. I just finished it. It took me a while on that one. I had to end up using a paper chart and just hand do it. And oh, that was rough for me. I mean, it really was. It was kind of rough. I enjoyed it, but I'm enjoying even more that it's done. Now, why does it say I did 5? Oh, I missed a stitch. So I know I should have done 600 and not 500 or 599 today. Okay, I have finished that faster than I ever do. I am going to turn this around and show this to you guys, because some of you may not have seen this, and I have gotten a little bit more done this week. And then what I do like about Pattern Keeper, let me see if I can pull this out some. What I've gotten done here is this part. It's kind of hard to see, but I've gotten this much done. And then if you look at canvas here. I'm gonna bring it down just a little bit. You're gonna see my table, but maybe I've pan it out some. You can see I've done this left side, all the left side here. This one I can tell that it's a woman. This one is extremely pixelated, and this at the bottom is the start of a dog, and I don't see that anywhere on this. I've checked it, all my drills are correct, so this is more like a blob. But then if you get over here, you can see there's a tree. That's very clear, it's a tree. Then there's a lady there with a parasol here. And then up at the top, it's starting to form a little better at the top, but these are all books at the top. And then if you go all the way across here, I really like this end part. This is the beginning of, it could be a door, I'm not really sure, or it could be another book, but I have a long way to go, but I am going to get there. And even if it's pixelated, it may not come out the greatest, I can at least say that it's done, and it's probably pixelated because of how large that it is. I'm not really sure, but we're gonna keep going and working on this one. I'm going to continue working on this every Saturday with you guys, and I might film earlier in the week, so I may have more done at the end of the week than what I would at the beginning, but that's okay. You'll be able to see it as we move forward. But I will do that on Saturdays. I will have my normal whip and chats on Tuesdays. So I hope that you will follow me on that. If you have not subscribed, I would love for you to consider doing so. I do have quite a bit of content coming out. I have a lot of large canvases I'm going to work on, and I'm gonna need your guys' support on me getting all of these whips out of the way. I also have a Josephine wall that I'm working on from last year that I want to get done before we start for this year, so I can start on my new one. I also have a video, part 2, that's coming out next week, and it has some bloopers in it where I was working on getting a diamond painting prepared, ready to start on. I have never seen so much static, but I think that the static was also part of me because I kept shocking everybody that I touched that day. So I would love for you to be able to be part of our friends and family here. Thanks so much for watching this today, and until next time, happy diamond painting.